Can people who seem happy and extremely active also be depressed? If you have hidden or smiling depression, the answer is yes. Unlike a normal depression, in smiling depression, a person can work full time, fulfill responsibilities, play sports, lead an active life. They seem happy and active on the outside while suffering on the inside. So, what are the symptoms? Could you or someone around you suffer from smiling depression? Let's have a look. Hello, guys, welcome to Psychology. I am Ozzy, and I'm a psychologist and personal development trainer. I make mental health and self improvement videos in this channel. If you're interested in these topics, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Are you one of those people who get angry when someone or a doctor tells you that the reason for your pain or stomach problems is psychological? Does these frames sound familiar to you? I must always be strong. I must be able to stand. I can deal with everything alone. I don't need anyone. It doesn't matter how I feel. The important thing is that things work. No, I don't cry in public. Are you one of those who think crying is weakness? Are you one of those who say, I never go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist? Why would I? Am I crazy? Do you know why I'm asking these questions? The majority of people who answer yes to these questions are more likely to suppress their emotions. Being strong, looking strong is very important to them. That's why they often keep their attitude as positive as possible, even if they feel extremely depressed inside. They can smile, they can carry on their lives as if nothing happened. In fact, they suppress their emotions so much that some of them are not even aware that they are depressed. However, this is very tiring both physically and mentally. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Facing our weaknesses or problems and getting help is a sign of spiritual maturity. We all may have to seek help sometimes, and sometimes they ask me if psychologists get a help or need a therapy, go to a therapy. Of course they do. Why not? Sometimes being strong or trying to appear that way can cause us neglect ourselves and not get help. Therefore, if you have a deep sense of unhappiness inside, you can get a support from a mental health specialist in order to learn the healthy ways to cope with it. So, let's take a look at the other signs of smiling depression. Unexplained physiological problems. Some people with smiling depression frequently referrals to the doctors other than psychiatry because the emotions they suppress show themselves as physiological problems such as stomach or intestinal problems, chronic pain, allergies, skin problems, sleep or appetite problems, sexual reluctance. Usually the reason for these problems cannot be found. And when the reason is called psychological, the person doesn't accept it and may deny it. Addiction. Some people with smiling depression try to overcome this feeling of sadness or emptiness by indulging too much in various substances or actions that make them feel a little better without realizing it. This way they try to feel better. For example, some do excessive sports, some use excessive caffeine, cigarettes, or alcohol. Some become workaholics. Some may develop addiction to social media or video games. One of the most common symptoms of depression is fatigue. The person often feels tired and sluggish. They are usually sleepy. They want to sleep all the time. And they don't feel rested no matter how much they sleep. And some may have insomnia problems. And other depression symptoms like decrease or increase in appetite, thus weight loss or weight gain, feelings of unhappiness, hopelessness, worthlessness, guilt, shame, emptiness, or anxiety that occur almost every day or most of the day, having problems with focusing and attention, decreased interest and reluctance towards most activities that were previously enjoyed, a desire to avoid socializing, Intolerance, being very angry and having difficulty calming down. Thoughts of death and suicide in some people. We can all feel depressed sometimes, especially after a loss. It's quite normal and often temporary. But if you feel this way most of the time, it's time to seek for help.